In the fourth episode of The Changeling, the show really leaves us hanging with some juicy questions to chew on. First off, is William really a regular human being, or does he have some mysterious secrets up his sleeve? And then, there's the whole Apollo and his mother's past connection. What's the deal there, right? So in the beginning, we see Apollo and Patrice making a deal with William to sell their rare copy of To Kill a Mockingbird. But while they're in the middle of this transaction, William somehow manages to pull Apollo's heartstrings and convinces him that he knows where Emma, Apollo's missing wife, might be hiding. Talk about intrigue. The plot thickens when Apollo and William decide to rent a boat and head to the island where these enigmatic wise ones are said to live. Apollo hopes to reunite with his beloved Emma, but it's becoming evident that William might have some shady plans of his own. Things go from bad to worse when the wise ones give Apollo and William a good beating and then hold them hostage. At first glance, you'd think these wise ones are the big bad antagonists of the series. But here's the twist. Episode 4 drops some subtle hints that there's more to their motives and William's identity than what's on the surface. It's like peeling an onion. With each layer, you uncover something new and puzzling. Can't wait to see how this mystery unfolds. William is probably not human. All right, let's dive into the crazy stuff that went down in the Changelings episode. So, Cal and the gang of wise ones, they really go to town on William, right? They're beating him like there's no tomorrow. But here's where things get bizarre. William doesn't just survive. He seems completely unfazed by the fact that he just took some serious hits to the head. Like, seriously, this guy acts like he stubbed his toe, not like he got whacked with a spiked baseball bat. But wait, it gets weirder. Instead of keeling over from his injuries, William keeps on playing mind games with Apollo. He drops the bombshell that he knows where Emma, Apollo's wife, is hiding. And if that's not enough, he goes full-on villain mode, threatening that if Apollo doesn't cooperate, some mysterious army of his will swoop in to make everyone's life miserable. It's like he's got a trump card hidden up his sleeve. Now, here's where the Changeling really messes with our heads. We've seen hints of supernatural stuff going on before, like Emma's wishes magically coming true. It's like there's more to this world than meets the eye. So when William takes those brutal hits and doesn't even wince, it's got us thinking, is this guy even human? I mean, the show's already hinted at witches and who knows what else. Maybe William's not playing for Team Human, so yeah, William's claiming he's here to help Apollo, but there's something seriously off about this guy. It's like he's got his own agenda, and it's definitely not a friendly one. William is lying to Apollo. Okay, let's talk about William and his web of lies in the Changeling episodes 3 and 4. This guy is like a master of deception, seriously. So we did a little background check on him, and yeah, he's supposed to be some app developer, but his stories just don't add up. First, he says he's got 2 daughters, right? But then out of nowhere, he switches it up and claims he only has 1. Like, make up your mind, buddy. And his whole sob story about his wife leaving him, that's a roller coaster too. He's changing it up faster than a DJ at a music festival. But here's where it gets really juicy. When they land on the Wise Ones Island, it's pretty clear that William knows way more about this place than he's letting on. And the way Cal, one of the Wise Ones, freaks out when he finds out William's Greta's husband, that's a major red flag. It's like William's hiding some dark secrets about his wife and daughter, and Greta was running to the Wise Ones for help. The icing on the cake? The ending of episode 4 drops a bombshell. William meeting Apollo. Not a random accident. Nope, it was all part of his master plan. He'd been scheming this whole thing, probably since his wife got mixed up with the Wise Ones. So you've got to wonder, what's this guy really up to, and what skeletons are hiding in his closet? The Changeling is playing some serious mind games, and we're loving every twist and turn. The Wise Ones hate William. So it's becoming crystal clear that the Wise Ones can't stand William, and it's not for no reason. This guy is definitely not the saint he pretends to be. There's this strong hint that he did something pretty awful to his wife and daughter, and that's why they're not exactly fans of his. Here's where it gets creepier. William, the master manipulator, drops a hint that he might have been the one sending those cryptic messages to Emma before she sought help from the Wise Ones. What was he spying on them for? And what's his endgame here? Oh, and don't forget the bombshell. Baby Brian might have been a changeling swapped out by William with something not so cute and cuddly. but the plot thickens even more. At the end of episode 3, we find out that Emma wasn't the only mom getting those mysterious messages. It's like William's been on a spree, targeting other women too, and probably swapping their babies with some supernatural horrors. His own wife, Greta, might have fallen victim to this twisted scheme before she got wise to his antics. So, summing it up, episode 4 paints William as this pathological liar and hints that he's likely the big bad wolf of the series. It's just a matter of time before Apollo catches on to this. Apollo's presents connection to Lillian's past. Oh boy, let's talk about Cal's deep quote in The Changeling when Apollo meets her for the first time. She drops this wisdom bomb. The new fears are the old fears, and the old fears are ancient. But when it is our turn to face them, they are made new. That's some heavy stuff right there, and it's like a big neon sign pointing at the fact that history just keeps hitting the replay button. So Apollo's got this whole tangled mess in his past, weird memories of his dad visiting him as a kid, and his mom, Lillian, hinting that his dad tried to snatch him away from home. Plus, there's that mysterious box he got from his dad with improbabilia scrawled on it, containing a book about changelings. It's like a puzzle with missing pieces. Here's where it gets even more mind-bending. These hints about Apollo's father make you wonder if he was mixed up in the same cult shenanigans as William. Maybe he had this crazy idea to swap Apollo with a changeling when he was a baby. No wonder Lillian hit the road. It's like a vicious cycle, right? Apollo tries to be a better dad to baby Brian by avoiding his father's mistakes, but the past keeps sneaking up on him. In a way, it's a metaphorical roller coaster. Apollo's journey to be a good dad means he's got to face the truth about his own pops and confront those childhood demons. It's like a never-ending loop, just like Cal said, old fears becoming new all over again. What's in the red suitcase at the end? All right, let's talk about that intriguing ending scene in The Changeling episode 4. So we see Lillian tossing a bright red suitcase into the river, right? But what's inside it? Well, they keep us guessing, which is classic Changeling, by the way. But here's the thing. That suitcase, it's more than just luggage. It's symbolic of all the heavy stuff Lillian's carrying from her past. Think about it. We're talking about dreams that never came true, and the scars from traumas that just won't let go. That red suitcase is like a time capsule of all those memories and pains. So when Lillian hurls it into the river, it's like she's saying, enough is enough. She's trying to break free from the weight of her past, just like Apollo is. It's her way of shedding all the baggage and making peace with the sacrifices she made as a mom to protect Apollo. The Changeling loves to play with symbolism and hidden meanings, and that red suitcase is definitely one of those mysteries that keeps us hooked. Can't wait to see where this river leads us next. That brings us to the end of today's video. Did you enjoy this episode? Do let us know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, then please like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.